What's up, everybody? Welcome to Bios3 Raw TV. So I got a bunch of emails pretty quickly, I guess, after this video went up. And I'll be honest with you, I couldn't find the video. I actually found it on getbig.com, which I'm a lurker on GetBig fucking all the time. It seems that when something happens in the fitness world, GetBig has it on there like within like fucking 10 seconds. Like I don't even understand how the fuck it works, but they're always like on the cutting edge of fucking information before anyone else gets it. But the topic of this video, Vegan Gainz is getting a divorce. Now, Vegan Gainz and I have gone back and forth a few times in videos, and he's never personally come after me and attacked me. He's never personally taken any shots at me. He actually, is taking shots at everyone else, and a lot of my friends. But, I watched this video not knowing what to expect because this guy, he does have a lot of, like, very big grandeur, so that, he tries to really make a big deal out of things, and it works for him. But that's not what I saw in the video. What I saw in that video was, I'll be honest with you, I started watching kind of hesitant and then realized that it's not a joke. This guy, I actually feel bad. I feel bad for him. I've been in the same predicament that he is in right now. And it's interesting that, when I started to watch a video, almost it looked like a fucking movie. It looks like he put more effort into this video, making it dramatic with the music and the mood setting and stuff like that. Out in the woods, it was just like, he put more into this video than he puts into most of his normal videos. And, I'll break it down like this. If you guys haven't seen the video, basically he was supposed to get married. Everybody knows he was supposed to get married. Everything was going good. It was a long distance relationship. And, let's say on Monday, she was telling him that she loved him, etc. He's the best thing ever in the world. On Tuesday, she tells him they should break up. And it was while she was running errands over Facebook, which seems very unrespectful to me. I guess you would say disrespectful, but all right, here's the deal. And I don't know if Vegan Gainz is going to see this, but here's the deal. 99 times out of 100, and I'm not an expert, I'm not a doctor, but I have been in relationships, and I've had plenty of girlfriends that I've talked to about shit when my relationships went sour. Most of the time, when a girl breaks up with you in a fashion like that, it's not a sudden thing. They've already been toying with it back and forth, going back and forth for whatever reason it is. They could have met someone else. He mentioned that this girl's 21 years old. I mean, that's pretty fucking young to decide the rest of your life. I remember when I was 21, no, I couldn't remember what I wanted to couldn't figure out what I wanted to have for fucking dinner that night, let alone the rest of my life. Could have been cold feet, whatever the case may be. But I guarantee it wasn't just from that day to the next. There was something going on for a little bit of time. And women are really good at not showing that. Guys, we're kind of... well, some guys are fucking, can hide shit, but, girls are really good at hiding it. You wouldn't even know until the last minute. Next thing you know, you're like, what the fuck just happened? You loved me 10 minutes ago. How the fuck is this happening? You're completely caught off guard. Now, I'll go back to 2008 or 9. I don't know, before I met Carrie. So it was the girl I was with before Carrie. And, one morning... she left for work and she's like, I love you so much. You're my world. We were together for 4 years, blah, 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 and all this stuff. And, we lived together. I moved down here to Maryland from Rhode Island with her. And when she got home that night from work, she was like, oh, you know what? I can't take this anymore. It's not going to work. I still love you. But I was like, what the fuck just happened? I was like, I don't even understand what the fuck just happened. This morning we were fucking planning getting married, living happily ever after, and tonight you can't do it. And she left that night and didn't come back. She took her suitcase and stuff and she just came back to get her stuff. And when she came back, she was super emotional. She was like fucking crying, and I was like, but this is what you want. We're handing in the keys today, the apartment's clean, I'm bouncing, you're going your way. And I couldn't figure out what the fuck it was. Well, about, I don't know, I guess a week later, I get this private message on, at the time it was MySpace. Facebook wasn't even going on really at this time. And it was a guy who says, hey, Jerry, this is blah, blah, blah. Have you seen so-and-so? I said, no, I haven't seen her. I said, she moved out and yada, yada. And he said, yeah, I know. He said, I've been dating her for the last 3 months. Last 3 months? I said, but we've been together for 4 years. He said, yeah, I know. You guys broke up a year ago and you were just living together as roommates. She explained the whole situation to me. And I was like, motherfucker. I couldn't even see it the whole fucking time. She was seeing someone else. Now, on top of that, here's the kicker. She got married 2 months after we split to someone else, not even that guy. So there was 2 other fucking guys on the side that I had no idea about. And after we had split up and I moved out, she'd actually called me, and I didn't I mean, I didn't know she was seeing the other guy, but the guy that contacted me in MySpace, I didn't say anything about it. I just said, fuck it. It is what it is. It's over. And she flat out was like, now that we're, we got our situation straight, and I live in one place, she lives in another, we're not dating anymore. We should, maybe we should start dating again. Like, we'll start out slow. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? And I didn't say anything about the other guy, but I'm like, I just left a situation that fucking, you dropped me in a fucking heartbeat. And next thing you know, fucking, you want to date again? I said, I'm not going back to that. The next day, she blocked me from the phone calls, blocked me from emails, and disappeared off the face of the earth. The only way I found out she was married was from like a mutual friend that we have in common that I saw at the Arnold and was like, yeah, she's married now. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, and, she married this guy. It was this random dude. I was like, fuck. So what I stepped back and I talked to a few of my girlfriends about it. And they were like, yeah, here's what happens. A lot of times the girl meets the guy and the guy has everything except these couple of things. And she doesn't know whether those are deal breakers or not. And she meets this other guy at work who's just a friend of hers. And that guy has those two things, but has nothing else. And she starts weighing out the options. Which one do I want? Because nobody can have everything. Or can someone have everything? Or do I wait for someone who has everything? And they go back and forth. And the problem is as they're taking their time trying to figure this out, these two guys are being led back and forth thinking they're the only ones that are going to get married and fucking this girl's in love with them. But really, she's not really committed to either one of them because she's like fucking in the middle of the road trying to figure out what she wants to do. In this case, there was three of us. So, I mean, I'm sure her fucking head was back and forth all over the place. And then when we were finally separated, then she's, fuck, maybe I made a mistake. I fucking, threw Jerry away for these two guys. Maybe I made a mistake. And when I didn't want her back, that's when she just fucking cut me off. So now I look back and I'm like, okay, so how many months was this fucking going on for that I didn't even know? It was sudden to me at the time. Like, at the time, I was like, how the fuck did this just happen? But it had been going on for, a good period of time. And I was fucking pretty banged up about it. I mean, I continued to do contest prep. I did the Pittsburgh that year and I actually wound up meeting Carrie at the Pittsburgh. And, I was hurt. I was devastated. I wouldn't say devastated, but I was hurt. I was pretty fucked up from it. And, I watched the Speaking Gainz thing and I'm like, the kid's a young kid and this isn't the first time he's going to go through some shit like this. And, I got an eyelash in my eye. My fucking eyelashes are long. When I get one in my eye, they fucking kill me. It's not the first time he's going to go through it. Not the last time he's going to go through something like this. And, I feel for him, to be honest with you. I really do, because as much of a pain in the ass as he is, he's got a goal. And his goal is to get veganism out there. And he's attacking it from every fucking angle he can to accomplish his goal. Anything, whatever it takes, by any means necessary. And that's what he's doing. So he's accomplishing his goal. And, he ruffles a lot of feathers, and he's ruffled my feathers in the past, but it doesn't mean he's not fucking human. It doesn't mean that he doesn't fucking hurt. It doesn't mean that fucking bad things happen to him. And as much as, we kind of went back and forth, I don't wish bad things on him at all, not whatsoever. Not these things. When it comes to relationships with women and, with women with relationships with guys, or whatever, vice versa, guys with guys and girls with girls, the bottom line is, like, there's a pain there that it's just different than a lot of other pain. Like, physical pain, I can deal with very well. Emotional pain is what I've always had a hard time dealing with. And it's something that, I continue to struggle with and a lot of people continue to struggle with. But, Vegan Gainz, if you watch this, it worked out the way it was supposed to work out. And it's probably for the best that it happened before you get married, because it can be fucking messy as shit. I don't know what the Canadian laws are, but it can be messy as fuck if that had happened and you got married and this should happen later on. But be aware, it's probably not your fault. You probably didn't do anything wrong. You probably fucking, just being yourself is fine. And if that's not good enough for her, then fuck it. What are you going to do? You know what I mean? You can't change yourself to be, better for anyone else. So fucking continue what you're doing. Shit will work out, and fucking stop making videos fucking with people. Biotraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below, but don't fight. www.biotraining.com is a blog. It's a Vegan Gainz. You'll get over this bicep, and we're out.